I've just finished MSc and I just want to say that I found it life-changing. It really has changed the way that I feel about myself and about other people, how I handle my emotions. It's left me with a really great sense of joy, self-belief, more self-acceptance, and also helped me overcome some long-held negative beliefs, and I'm eternally grateful.
This course is incredible, it's really inspiring, it's just been amazing for me. The guided meditations, the revolutionary thought or idea of just be kind to myself and actually stopping and asking myself, what do I need now, or how can I be kind to myself? And I would absolutely recommend this to anyone. You know, it's just an ongoing journey.
Hi, my name is Natalie and I hope that this video testimonial for Catherine's Mindful Self-Compassion course will persuade you to absolutely go ahead and book your place in one of her courses, because not only is she one of the most wonderful, generous human beings I've ever met, she was the reason that I was able to move through one of the most difficult years of my entire life. I came back from a long trip away with a lot of trauma and unresolved childhood issues that I didn't even know I had before I went away, and it was one of the darkest times of my life, and it was because of mindful self-compassion that I was able to understand myself on a deeper level, bring so much more kindness and love to myself and the way I was showing up in all the different areas of my life. And it was the reason that I was able to get rid of my anxiety and move through my depression. I really believe that if I hadn't have taken Catherine's course, then I would still be in a very difficult place and I wouldn't have any self-belief. I'm not someone who's always struggled with that. I'm someone who's always struggled though with really doubting myself. But there have been times when I've told myself that everything was okay, and I've tried many different forms of, yoga and meditation trainings, and to be compared to the mindful self-compassion, it all felt like they were just plasters over the same wound, if you like. And it wasn't until the mindful self-compassion and really being able to learn how to embody that was I able to have my eyes open even wider and realise that this felt like the missing piece. It felt like a coming home. So, Catherine, thank you so much for the work that you do in the world. You are incredible. And anyone that's watching this, I hope that this has persuaded you that a mindful self-compassion course is absolutely a very, very worthwhile investment in yourself. And not to mention a hugely high value course for the amount that Catherine charges for those 8 weeks. So, don't hesitate. Book if you've got anything that you want to work through, or you just want to be kinder to yourself and have more ease and joy in your life, then this is the training that is going to provide you with that. Thank you.
I found this course really great because I think if you ever struggle with feeling like you're not okay, or that there's something wrong with you, that you need to fix something in order to fix your life, then I think you should definitely come to this course, because I think it kind of takes away a lot of that pressure and allows you to just relax with who you are, which is really beautiful. And I guess I would also say that you can kind of take this course as you are. You don't have to be like super open or emotional or in a particular mood or a particular person to take this course. So you can kind of take it as you're ready for it, and so you don't need to be afraid. Like everyone, it was just really comfortable being here, and everyone's allowed to be who they are and how they are in this moment.
Hi, my name's Anita. I've just finished the most beautiful 8-week mindful self-compassion course with Catherine. I would really, really recommend it. I think there's scope, there's not much peace in the world, and there's not much kindness to self and self-compassion. We're all running around and we're all beating ourselves up with our thoughts, and this course gives you a beautiful time out for you and some amazing skills. It's so chock full of information that's going to take me a good 6 months to really, really get to grips with and to integrate into my daily life. But the results that I've seen are very beautiful, very kind, very gentle, very soft, very loving to myself, but then overspills to my life. So I would really, really recommend this to everyone.
So for anyone considering coming on the course, I would highly recommend it. I was quite sceptical at the start, if I'm being completely honest, because I think my ability to be self-compassionate was so non-existent, but that's exactly the reason why I needed to do it. To be honest, the first couple of weeks I found quite challenging. I found it difficult just to be able to meditate, but then I had a breakthrough in about week 3, and since then things just keep coming up, and just to be able to share with such a special group's been amazing, and it's something that I'll remember forever, so thank you.
I've just spent 8 weeks in the company of some wonderful women and the lovely, gorgeous Catherine Lovewell, learning about mindfulness, self-compassion. And it has been a fantastic 8 weeks, teaching me a lot about myself, a lot about the self-negative talk I can sometimes get into, and turning all of that around and being much more loving, not only to myself but to others. And if you'd like to be a bit more self-compassionate, learn how to love yourself more, then come and spend your 8 weeks with Catherine Lovewell. You will never look back.
It took me a while to decide whether I was going to do this particular course. I realize now that I did a lot of running around in life, doing stuff for others, doing stuff that was a lot of doing involved in my life, not necessarily being. And although I've been on all these courses and the self-compassion really wasn't there, there was a lot of negative self-talk. I was giving myself a hard time. I realize now pretty much every day for my life. And that sets up stress, and it sets up barriers. I realize now that stop me from just being happy, actually. And there I was thinking that I would achieve something, then I would be happy, and ultimately I wasn't giving myself that on a day-to-day basis at all. I was setting goals that were so large that, you have to set big goals, right? But actually, what happens is every day when I'm not reaching those goals, that's a disappointment. There's no self-compassion in that. There was And I realized now there was so much pain involved, that barriers had built up. And there was a whole heap of stuff that I wasn't achieving because I wasn't being kind to me. And that's what it comes down to. I'm so grateful to Catherine and Liz to put this together. So grateful for myself, for actually turning up and giving myself that change, giving myself that chance to stop and really see within. And everything has changed, interestingly enough. I saw Catherine change, which was the biggest thing for me. And then I thought, if it works for her, if it works for me, even a smidge of what it worked for her, I would like to give this a go. And it has done much more than that. I'm much more at ease. I'm no longer running towards goals that actually didn't mean anything in the first place, and I put those up because apparently I had to have goals. Now I have goals which are more happiness loaded, more contentment, more peace for myself and others. And from that place I can achieve anything because I'm in a flow now. Whereas before there was no flow. There was only barriers, there was only stop. Now there's a flow and everything is at ease. Much more at ease. I would highly recommend anybody that is stressed in any way, shape or form to really consider to actually come and have a look at this. This is the beginning of something huge for me. Huge. And I would like it to be something which is huge for you too. Give yourself this gift.
I've just completed the wonderful MSC 8-week course, and I feel like it's really built my inner resilience. It's been very powerful in a very gentle and beautiful way.
Mindful self-compassion has absolutely changed my life. It's the best mindfulness practice I've ever done. It's the best course I've ever done. It gets inside of you, it gets inside of me, into every single part of my life. It's helped me to deal with problems I'm going through, challenges. It's helped me to deal with my inner critic and my inner voice. And it's helped me with my mindfulness practice. So it's helped me to see beauty and compassion in the world and everything around me, and I would just recommend it to everyone. It's chilled me out, it's really fun, it's really cozy, it's amazing, the group vibe is wonderful. Catherine and Liz are the best teachers ever, and yeah, I just think everyone should do this course, even if you just want to make some new friends. Come along.
So I've just finished doing the MSc course with the lovely Catherine, and when I started the course I was extremely apprehensive, wasn't really sure what I was getting myself into, and came along feeling kind of challenged and interested to see what was going to happen, and I have absolutely thoroughly enjoyed the course. It's blown my mind, really changed my opinion of being more compassionate to myself and to other people, and I'm really looking forward to putting everything to practice, and just want to thank you from the bottom of my heart. It's been amazing. Thank you.
What are the benefits you've reaped? How has it actually changed your life? How do you practice self-compassion now in daily life?
I've been doing a huge amount of meditations at night time, which has been interesting because it's not something I've done a huge amount of before. I've been doing lots of stuff during the day where I've just taken some time out for myself to be more kind, to sort of gentle the words that I'm using towards myself. Like most people in life, I'm fairly negative about certain things, but now I'm not doing that. I'm finding a positive in everything, and I'm softening the way that I'm speaking to myself internally.
Beautiful. And how about your sleep? How's it actually affected your body?
Yeah, it really changed my sleep pattern. Doing the meditations before I go to bed has really helped me sleep better. It's really improved my sleep quality. I've woken up and felt that I've actually been asleep rather than sort of worrying when I go to bed. So now, rather than going to bed and having those thoughts that are racing around, what I haven't done, what I need to do, I'm literally enjoying the meditations and putting the practice in and actually feeling the benefits of it in the morning.
Amazing. You've been wonderful. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Okay, so I guess I was a little unsure about what self-compassion and mindful self-compassion really was. Was a little unsure whether I would need it or not. I think over the last 8 weeks I've kind of learned a lot more about myself, and the ability to share is not something that I particularly either enjoy or very good at. I think it's quite hard to kind of deal with all those emotions that you have, and really to be quite open with them, I guess, from sharing and listening a lot more to other people's experiences. I've kind of learned a lot more about myself and how to deal with situations a lot better. I think if I was to recommend something and it was thinking about yourself and, you know, investing that time in you is more important than I really realised, and how much I really do value what I've learned and how I want to kind of take that forward. So, yeah, I think that's kind of where I am with this.
Doing mindfulness self-compassion with Catherine has been a revelation. I didn't realise until the first week how unkind I was to myself. This has been really helpful because now when I hear other people saying things unkindly about themselves, I recognise how much I've learnt. I'm able now to use some of the practices to remind myself to be kind to myself, and it's become one of my number one questions. What can I do to be kind to myself right now? It's been really helpful in stressful situations when people have shouted at me or I've been made to feel small. So I can highly recommend doing this, and it's been such a lot of fun. We've had a good laugh in between some of the difficult sharings, but it really has been a revelation in terms of discovering more of who I am. I really recommend Catherine's Mindfulness Self-Compassion.
So I think I would recommend this course to anyone. And when I first found out about it, I thought it would be good, but I didn't have like really high expectations. But it's turned out to be like the highlight of my week every Wednesday, and yeah, it totally like surpassed my expectations. Yeah, it's just everything about it. It just makes you think in a different way, and I feel like a different person now. And to come to this course every week with such a wonderful group of people and really truly wonderful course leaders, it's just been it's been amazing. And yeah, give it a go. What do you have to lose?